Hey guys, it is the morning of Wednesday, December the 11th. I'm actually off today. I'm just sitting here in the living room. Andy hasn't gotten up yet, but I can't let him sleep too late because we need to go to Joanne's today. And for right now, I'm just sitting here enjoying some coffee. Got the coffee again. Sorry, a little bit of close up there. As you can see, I haven't been awake too terribly long, about an hour, and I thought I would try to get a little bit of stitching in on Letters from Hogwarts and try to finish up some more of those block spaces in the train. I've literally got a stitch and a half done so far, so you haven't missed much. But that's basically it. We need to go to Joanne's today, and I need to get some place for the blankets that I'm making. And I checked the tracking on the other piece of fabric. It hasn't even actually shipped out yet. It's still waiting for pickup. So, it's great. I really hope it gets here by the next Wednesday, so I can get this other blanket made. I can go ahead and get the fleece for both of them, and then make one of the blankets today and at least get that one out of the way. That way I'm not trying to do both of them in the same day. And with all luck, the other one will get here by next Wednesday, so I can make the other blanket on my next day off. They're not really that involved. It just might take a couple hours at most. And then I think I might go ahead and when we get back home later, after I get the blanket made, I might go ahead and mix up the bath salts and everything and get those into their containers. I'm gonna have to look at Joanne and see if they have any raffia, or see if we happen to have any at home here, because that would be the only thing I would need to get. But it's more of a decorative thing than a need thing. And then that's the plan for today. I'm hoping that all this stuff doesn't keep me too late, because I would like to get some more stitching in today. But we'll see. So, I guess that's it for right now. Maybe I'll come back. I'm gonna try to take you guys along with me when we go to Joanne's, but I will definitely come back for the end of the day and show you what kind of progress I might or might not have gotten on Letters from Hogwarts. So, see you guys later. Bye. Still in Joanne's right now. I've got my fabric, but still waiting on Andy to pick out what he wants, because he's making some capes, so he hasn't decided yet what he wants to get. I've got some fleece. You can see I've got some gray fleece for one of the blankets, and I've got some navy blue, some dark blue fleece. It's a little bit darker blue than it's showing. But I ended up getting a couple of like end cuts because that's all they had left on those bolts. So, don't know what I'm gonna do with those yet. So, I'm still here, and we're still picking out fabric. Let's see, I think I just saw him go down the aisle, so I'm gonna go catch up with him. There he is. What in the world do you have?
Huh?
What in the world do you have?
Satin.
Purple satin. What is the plan for that? Inside? With what? That? Mm-mm.
See, I feel like I'm just picking at scraps here.
I mean, if you're gonna do the purple satin, just do a black cape.
Well, it ain't that. I like this. They don't have a lining that'll work with it.
Where'd you get that one?
Down there someplace.
Going backwards in reverse.
There's something deep down here.
No, it's not me. I swear, if I was actually making project bags, there would be so many of these fabrics that I would get.
I feel like I'm just getting...
What about the brown?
Then,
You could do the brown with that blue.
It looks so plain.
then. Here you are. What do you think?
I mean, if you got that outer and then that's the inner. I mean, it wouldn't be just a plain, it wouldn't be just a jet black inner. You just don't like brown.
I was looking for something in gold, but they don't freaking have a gold. I hate feeling like I'm getting something like this just to put something together, and half of mine just put all this back and start looking at online stores.
Well, if you know, let me see. I can see if they've got that other stuff in gold online.
So I'm not even really sold on this. It's just the closest thing they've got to the material I actually wanted. I feel like this is kind of cheap.
I think it would be good for a cape. So, initially I was looking for a frame or something to do this project on for my daughter, which I stitched for her years ago, but never got a chance to give it to her. And I found these boxes. I was in the woodworking section and I found this box. I think that would be a good fit. I was going to do the box, brush it with a black, kind of a light black, but like not super dark. And then do a couple swirls like in the blue and the purple here. So I don't know how y'all guys feel about that. I think she'll like it. I think it'll be great. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with for this. Give it to her for Christmas. So. What's up, guys? As you see, the background's a little different. I'm actually in the main house, so there's a lot of stuff around right now, because we're not living in it. We have plans for it, but I just wanted to show you the blanket that I made. I was gonna do a tutorial, and I started to do a tutorial, but there's about 100 different tutorials that you can find on YouTube alone for how to do a no-sew fleece blanket. And the way I wanted to knot the ends of this blanket, I wasn't able to. I had to do it in a different way. So I got a little bit discouraged, and I just like, forget it. I'm not doing the tutorial right now. But if you want me to do a tutorial, I have another one that I need to make when the fabric comes in. So if you want me to do a tutorial for that one, just let me know down in the comments, and I will make a tutorial for that one when I make it. But right now, I just I don't exactly have the ideal tools to make the tutorial for the one that I made today, and so things just weren't really going right. So, but I got it made. May have taken a tad bit longer than I wanted to. Not too terribly bad, but I possibly could have cut my time down if I had the right tools. So I just wanted to come in and show you guys the blanket that I made. And I'm going to pan you down a little bit, so don't worry. Hope you don't get sick. So this is the blanket that I made. Yes, you see all the stuff. I'm going to be able to, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Anyway, I can't move you in too much. This is the blanket that I made. As you can see, it's a Spider-Man. You got the black Spider-Man on there, and then you got the regular Spider-Man. This is going to be for one of my grandsons. And dang, if I can remember which one exactly. I believe this one is going to be the one for the younger. And I decided to go ahead and double knot each one of these things. I just tied it like you would a shoestring when you're tying your shoes. I decided to tie each one, the two different pieces together like a shoestring, and then I double knotted it again. I tied it again to double knot it, just to make sure it holds together a little bit better. I just used 1 yard each of these fabrics. There's a top fabric and a bottom fabric. As you can see, the other side is the dark gray. Just 1 yard each of these. And if I were making it for an adult, I would probably use 2 yards of each one. But when I make them for kids, I just use 1 yard of each because it's a smaller size. Because once you get into cutting and tying off these strips around the edge, you're going to lose a lot of size. So just cut, basically you stack the two pieces together, wrong sides together. A fabric like this with the print is going to have a right side and a wrong side. Your solid ones don't usually have a right side and a wrong side, so that doesn't matter. I make sure to cut them both down to equal size, so if one is a little bit wider than the other one, or it's a little bit longer than the other one, I make sure I cut them both down to the same size. And I will go ahead and pin it around each side, just to kind of keep the fabric a little bit more in place so it doesn't shift around too much. And you cut each side. What you do is you cut a 4-inch square out of each corner, and then go around each side and cut 1-inch wide strips, 4 inches long, or roundabouts thereof, and just start going around and tying these things off. There's another way that you can do the edge, which is a braided edge, and I usually do the braided edge for adults, but in case like this, when it's for a kid, this kind of tied edge is a little bit more fun, I think. So that's the blanket that I made my grandson. As you see, there's the other Spider-Man guy there. So let me see if I can get you turn around back up here. So yeah, I'm gonna, oops, you're falling. I need to hold you a little bit. If you could see what I have y'all mounted on right now, you would be laughing right now. But that's gonna do it for right now. I'm gonna go in here and see if I can get a little bit of stitching done. But I think that's gonna do it for today, for this particular vlog. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.